Greetings, my Sextraterrestrials of planet Earth. It is your boy Lord Xenos, and today I have for you many hot takes that I have about this planet. I have observed it for years, and here's what I've come up with. Number 1. Alcohol is a lot more dangerous than humans have let on. Alcohol is seen as this party drug that just about any adult over the age of 21 can consume here, and it's not seen as a very big deal. However, I've come to realize it is straight up poison. Not only does it poison the blood of the people and turn their liver to absolute shit, it also poisons the cranium and makes them act out in ways they wouldn't otherwise. Anything from violent, aggressive behavior to turning it into truth serum. It literally makes them admit to really sus stuff about themselves that they would not have said otherwise. And then when they wake up the next day with a terrible hangover of toxins, they don't remember a thing. So yes, as I've observed not just in my family, but also in a lot of other places on Earth, alcohol needs to be at least looked at as a substance to not turn to every single time. And why is it that people who use the cannabis substance of Earth are a lot more outlawed and put in jail than the ones who use alcohol? Cannabis doesn't seem to make you aggressive in the same ways, so it makes you wonder. The second hot take I have today for you. Anyone on planet Earth can be racist. This one's interesting. We've come to a day and age where only one particular complexion of human beings is seen as superior and offensive to all the other ones. And this seems a little preposterous. From my point of view, any human being that hates another based on their niglet pigment, or simply on their national origin, can be racist or xenophobic. Caucasians can be discriminated. African Americans can be discriminated. African Americans can discriminate against other minorities, such as Asian Americans or Mexican Americans. So this proves to me racism can be done by just about anybody. Please don't be racist. You're all one race, human. If you want to be really racist, look at the Sextraterrestrial himself. The third one I have from the third kind. Humans are not the most intelligent beings on Earth, from what I have seen. It looks like the elephants might have that trophy. They oftentimes don't beef with each other, period. They work as a unit, or as a family, similar to a pack of wolves. Wolves might also be a close second for very intelligent beings. Elephants also seem to have this really great memory in those big ol' heads they have. When someone passes away, they do almost some kind of mourning ritual in order to remember them by. And even though they might not remember their fellow elephant as long as a human does, it shows that they do have compassion and lots of sentience within them. So we should respect the elephants. Do not poach them. They are so smart, and they do not beef over petty shit like the humans do. The fourth point I have today is that we must separate artists from their art. This one's not easy, because I have a problem with this too. I'm not a big fan of human beings, at least not a lot of them. And so sometimes when an artist makes something amazing, and yet that same artist goes on to be a menace to society, we think we should get rid of any and all of their medium that they worked with. I don't agree with this opinion. The main reason for that being, art is a medium. It is a place of its own, and it can be admired by the observer. Meanwhile, the artist is simply the creator of this experience, and the creator does not always deserve respect. You can easily say, let's get rid of this guy and keep his amazing art he made back when he had his head on straight. An example of this might be Mr. Kanye West, who needlessly went after the Jewish population. Yet we cannot deny that the man had lots of impact on the human subgenre known as hip-hop, as well as the guy who directed the movies Avatar and Avatar: The Way of Water. James Cameron was completely canceled and shamed by most of the general public for good reason. And with that being said, that high-budget movie with breathtaking visuals is undeniable. The fifth point I have today for you guys is that this app known as TikTok is attempting to be banned, and TikTok being banned would be just fine. I've come to realize that a lot of children, as well as adults that act like children, seem to be heavily affected by this one app known as the TikTok. They are very caught up on getting the clout as well as the attention on TikTok. Or perhaps trying to turn into a living meme who puts music in the background to look like they're more interesting than they actually are. So perhaps TikTok being banned would not be so harmful after all. We could even use other apps that could replace it, such as doing YouTube shorts. We'd also be stopping a lot of the really sus activity that occurs on this app. I believe there is definitely a dark side to TikTok, similar to the deep dark web on the internet. And the last take I have for you guys today is that we should kink shame. There are some kinks people have that are so appalling and so questionable that they should be ashamed of themselves. If you are a grown man who wants his female partner to pretend to be 13, that says a lot of sus stuff about you, doesn't it? Please do not do kinks like this, because it really is concerning, and I think it will mess up the psyche of the human being doing it. Perhaps agreeing to these kinks will turn you into a monster, slowly but surely inching into real-life crime. That's all I have for you today, but thank you for listening, and shout out to my peoples of planet Earth.